Okay, we're back at it, working on the 74 Stingray. Barn find parts are slowly starting to trickle in. We got the door sills, we have the driver's side mirror, we have the turn signal, I believe, is also in, and some other smaller parts. A very nice classic chrome mirror. It comes with the base assembly kit. The base is actually already in there. It's in there with a wedge. I'll remove that, pull out the base, and we'll get this thing mounted. The original base is already there and solid. The little tiny bolts, which snap easily, felt very rusted, so I stopped. I'm going to see what it looks like mounted on that base. It's really the only thing that holds the driver's side mirror on. That's probably why it's gone in the first place. The mount just gets wedged in there and then thread the pin in, and it just pinches the mirror on. So let's get this thing on and tighten it up, see if it feels firm. Not really happy with this original base. I might grab the Schaefer's Pentatro 90, soak those a bit, see if I can break them free without breaking them off, and get that new base on there as well. Get the new gasket that goes in around the base of the mirror, make it look better, but it does look good. I know it's only cosmetic, but I do need it to get in and out of the garage as I back it into its space here to work on it. And that's exactly what I did. I soaked those for a while, and it was successful getting those out without snapping them off, then having to take the whole door panel and the glass out just to get to those threads in the back there. All right, time to work on this bumper. Here is an aftermarket bumper. The originals don't even fit and line up right, and these aftermarket ones are even more of a nightmare, and they have no holes, so we have to line it up, mark it, drill holes. I do have U-nuts and the bolts and new washers ready to go. And while we're down here, we're going to remove all the grills, we're going to clean them up, we're going to repaint them. I have a parking light that's missing for the passenger side ready to go. And as you can imagine, every nut, bolt, screw down here is rusted. We do not want to break them off, so we're going to use the Schaefer's Pentatro 90. Treat them first, let them soak for a little bit. We'll come back and they will come right out for us. You can see just how rusty everything is under here. Front driver's side turn signal and parking light is just fine. I'm just going to have to get it out of there so I can clean up the grill and paint it. Passenger side grill is missing the turn signal and parking light altogether, and the grill's a little bit bent, so we'll straighten that out, clean that up, and paint it. While everything is off and out of the way, we can get the aftermarket bumper on there, line it up. I could start making marks and mark exactly where the holes are to get it bolted on. And we're going to make as many marks as we can to narrow down and pinpoint where we need to drill the holes. Not only in front of the headlights, which if the headlights were out of there and I can move them up and down, it would make it a whole lot easier getting in there to both mark and also bolt down the bumper. But I'm having electrical and vacuum issues and I'm waiting for a part, so we'll have to just do that from the underneath. All right, we're good to go. We're going to line everything up the best we can and bolt everything on, draw it tight. After a lot of swearing and some bloody knuckles and a little bit of itchiness from the fiberglass, it is finally on. It's drawn tight. It's lined up. I mean, it's aftermarket. It's not going to fit perfectly, but we do have it nice and flush everywhere we can have it that way. With that out of the way, I can concentrate on the grill again. That's cleaned up and we are painting them. We can get out the new parking light lens, make sure it's the right one, make sure everything matches up. And as you can see, the original one is quite cloudy, so we're going to clear that up with a little bit of compound. The bezel itself has the screws still in there, one broken off. The other one has an ear or a tab left from the turn signal lens. Let's get that stuff out of there. We'll get a vice grip, see if we can remove the broken off stud. Get that out of there so we can firmly mount the new lens. With the new parking light lens mounted on the grill, we have it clean, we have it painted. Let's get it back in there and secure it. Looks good. Let's continue on. We'll get the centerpiece in there and then the passenger side grill and parking light lens as well. Okay, everything is up in there. I'm going to double check, make sure everything's nice and tight, lined up and buttoned up, but it's looking good. We're getting things back together slowly. If you're liking the content from the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when we have fresh content for you guys available.